Hi, it's Ryan the Talesend, and the reason I'm making this video today is National Coming Out of the Closet Day, and most of the time I wouldn't do a video like this. However, today is one of those days that I have to talk about it because I'm reminded of the reason I started being self-actualized as a gay man, as an Asian person. The first time that I realized what hate was, because it did not happen to me. I grew up in the suburbs of LA, mostly Asian, so kind of kind of protected that way. Kind of protected because I lived in the suburbs and it was pretty ubiquitous, and I didn't get what it was. I didn't get what racism was. I didn't get what homophobia was, not until Matthew Shepard. And this is the early days of the internet, the early days of mass media, social media. And I learned about it in a magazine. I checked it up online, and it had been a few weeks, and even Bill Clinton spoke about it, that this was a terrible deed. And it made me think, if this could happen any place in America, America, land of the free, home of the brave. My parents immigrated here to have a better life, and they do have a better life. But in America, was there really so much more hate? And I didn't really consider it until I got to college, where race was a big issue in college. And I'm in California, and it was odd that race was such a big issue there. But this was my first stint with activism. I went to marches, I went to vigils, I went to talk to Congress people. And if we still have these things happening, this isn't the America that I wanted. This wasn't the America that I dreamed of. This is not the idealized thing that I had grew up to know. My parents came here with $20, and I know that's really odd sounding, but they did. My dad got citizenship because he joined the Navy during the Vietnam War, and they got their citizenship. They moved over here, and they had $20. They moved to a really poor area in Los Angeles called Echo Park, and they've lived the American dream. They've bought the house in the suburbs. They have successful children. They, everything that they dreamed of, being financially stable, being happy, not being in an oppressive regime, having democracy. It's all here. But with this National Coming Out Day, the reason I'm talking about this is because America has freedom, but it's not free. And we have to work for the things that are free, such as civil liberties, civil rights, things like that. It started me off on a career with the Democratic Party and such associated places, where for 10 years, 11 years, I did something. And I'm not asking you to do something, I just want you to be aware of it. So don't let things like Matthew Shepard happen again. Don't let things like lynchings happen again. Don't allow women to be perfectly equal with men. Don't be prejudiced towards other races. Don't be prejudiced because of sexual orientation. We're working on it. It'll get there, but it's not perfect yet. We don't have a colorblind society. We don't have an unprejudiced society. If you look like me, people will ask, "Where are you from?" And I'm like, "Los Angeles." I'm not sure where I'm going with this, but it's nearly 5 minutes long, so it's Ryan the Talesend, signing off. Equity to everyone, and good night.